So this is your guide to leg 16 of the North Cotswold Diamond Way. We're in the village of Notgrove in the Cotswolds. Haven't walked this route for a few weeks now. We stopped to do the Danelaw Way, and then it's been a little bit of a sad time as I lost my beautiful Springer Spaniel Bailey. But Danny, the Sprocker, and I are out and we will show you the route, 5.5 miles or so. It's 7 o'clock, nice early start to beat the worst of the heat. Off we go. So I'm not sure if we parked in exactly the right place, just up there. As you can see, it's a very small village. But we are picking up our outward path, heading across that way. So we're just on a little uphill climb. Village looks beautiful down there. Highland cow in the field. But we carry on this way. That's right, Danny. So we set off from home pretty early this morning. Got to Notgrove, which is a very small village, quite little windy roads, lanes, not even roads, lanes to get here. But we're starting off on the outward leg, the return leg as it were, before we pick up the North Cotswold Diamond Way. And it's going to be very hot today, hence why we have left at home early to try and get this done, hopefully by 9 o'clock-ish, before it gets too warm. And we're starting on this beautiful chestnut, I think they're chestnut trees, lined avenue. It's absolutely lovely. Glorious views up ahead. We've left the bridle path and we're now on a footpath following this field edge. Danny, get out of the crops, good boy. And we've passed a couple of guys who were doing some Cotswold stone wall repairing. I should have stopped and given them a little interview. So there is a little notice here to tell us that the field over there, the other side of that hedge that we're due to walk across, they're doing some environmental stewardship. So we're here and we should do that and that, but instead it does suggest you follow the dry stone wall. So I think we can do that. So where, if you can see that little footpath sign is, that's where we would cross across the field. But they've actually mown us a lovely path along here, so we will certainly comply with their request. And you might hear in the background the I think it's the A36 that we're going to cross at the end of this field. Right, Danny, good boy, wait for me there, good boy. So we have come across that very nicely marked out field, and you'll see from the footpath sign there is a footpath that carries straight ahead, but our route is actually going to take us down this quiet little lane. So this bit of woodland has obviously been planted to sort of join up the two little wooded copses, which is very nice. That's a lovely view across the Cotswolds. So as you walk down the track and come to this lovely property, you just need to spot the footpath sign is here. We are taking that one, which it looks like the farmer has helpfully, yes he has, sprayed our route. We're going this way. Hold on, Danny. So, I hope you can make out over there is the end of the training stables, racehorse training stables. So that we're literally about to rejoin where we walked the Diamond Way last time. Last time we came down that track and that way, which is what we're going to do today, but we're going to go left and carry on the Diamond Way, whereas last time we turned right and left it. So I will capture my little spaniel before we get too close to where the race horses might be. Come on then, have a swim. Yeah, good. Back on the Diamond Way. I hope this is going to capture how beautiful this is. This is such a cool gate design. You have a little handly bit here and you just pull it and the gate opens. How cool is that? Right, that way for us. You might remember this little bit of village from when we walked the last section. This is the bit where we are sort of retracing some steps. And this little village is Aylworth. And I remember not being sure last time if it was a village or just a big property, but it's definitely the village of Aylworth. And there we go, on the Diamond Way. Now this is the point last time, after coming out of the village of Aylworth on this track, and we came into this field. And last time when I was walking with my beautiful Bailey and Danny, we went that way, along that sort of valley edge, and looped our way back to Gritting Power, which is pretty certain where we'd parked that time. But today we're staying on the Diamond Way. And we're going this way. You might have heard the little sat-nav tell me we follow this way for 1 kilometre. It was a little bit difficult to see as we walked across. I thought we were making our way up to that gate. Actually, as you get closer and you can see this little stile, here we are, Diamond Way. Well, it's definitely warming up now, so I'm glad we came out nice and early. It's about 9 o'clock, or nearly 9 o'clock. We haven't got too far to go back to the car. Hardly seen a soul. Nice shady lane. Got about just under 1.5 kilometres to go. So we've just crossed over that road, Stanborough Lane, but it's quite busy. And now we're on this quiet lane for half a kilometre. And then I think there's a final footpath back to the village. Right, and there's the village up ahead. So there is the car park by the village hall where we should have parked, and instead I parked somewhere down that lane. Whew. So as you can see by my red face, It's really quite warm now, so we are within 200 metres of the car. We'll go back to the car, go home, cool down, have an ice cream, I think. So lovely, nice 5.5 mile, lovely walk again, and look forward to seeing you on the next leg, which will be leg 17 of the North Cotswold Way.